Hi everyone, at Scrapasketch we don't just scrapbook, we storyboard life, one sketch at a time. It all begins with a sketch and then we dive in, turning inspiration into layouts that are equal parts art, memory and a little scrapbooking magic. It's not just paper and glue, it's creative chaos turned into masterpieces. Ready to see how I take Lisa's sketch and turn it into a layout? Let's go. This is the Autumn Bonanza and we are doing a sketch bonanza with one sketch a day for the next few days. Go and check them out on the Facebook page. I am using All About Dad printables for this layout, and I am lucky enough to have sketch number 2, which just so happened to fall on the 13th of September, and it just so happens to be my birthday present to myself. So this layout is a great simple creative sketch that you can make it as complex as you like or as simple as you like, and I'm showing you how I've done it. And as I said, we had that prompt at the very beginning which you saw, where you have to choose 5 elements from the list, and so I am actually going to use quite a lot because I'm having a black background. I'm using All About Dad printables, which means I have to fussy cut. I've got the camera, I've got stars, I've got new drops coming, I've got 4 pattern papers, I've got torn edges, and the 3-word title. There's going to be some ink splatters, there's some handwriting on there when I journal, and there's 2 photos. So all of that is going to go onto this creative layout that Lisa has provided with this wonderful sketch. Now remember, this is day 2 and you need to join in with the crew. So I am now going to use my paper punch here to create the notebook edge that is in the sketch, but as you can see, it's using the dotted paper from this range. Now I print mine out on A4. This is the beauty of printables. You can print them as big as you like or as small as you like, and it's up to you how you put them onto your layouts. Now I'm using this red herringbone one now, and that's going to be my second notepad paper that's in the sketch, and I'll just cut that down with the punch as well, and that just gives it that extra little bit of interest to the layout. Now with the leftover red herringbone, I'm actually going to drag that into the rest of the layout as well, because I'm going to bring it into my torn edges. And I really think that this is the best thing about Lisa's sketch, or sketches, they have so much variety and so many different ways that you can expand. Now I need more of this blue to extend across the bottom, and I need more of it to go up the page, and that's the beauty of printables. You can marry the patterns so that they do fit in and you can achieve that full effect. So what I've done here is I have layered some of the red that was left in underneath the corner, as you can see. So I've got a double tearing there. Now I'm going to just make sure that I know where I want this all to sit. I'm going to tear some more of the edging here, because remember my whole layout is about tearing, and I am going to remove the excess that I don't need and build in what I do need. So you can see how this is coming together. Now the beauty of this, you do need to add in your patterns, and you'll just see there that I just realized that the pattern isn't lining up the way I thought it was, so I need to do a little bit of manipulation here to get my pattern to work, and that requires me to swap it out, and you'll see that happening. And that's the whole idea of printables. You just make them work for what you need to achieve the overall layout. And it may mean that you do need to tear more off, and it may mean that you do need to change your original plans. So I have now got my bottom torn edge, which I'm now going to add in the red, and that will give it a double layer of tearing. So that goes there. And then I am going to use the last piece that's left to build up that top edge of the paper. Now this is the most trickiest part, is lining up my papers, I find. Once I've got those in place, it's just a matter of playing with the embellishments and layering up the images. So I am fitting this paper together so that the gingham does match, or the plaid does match. I have roughed up the edges here a little bit more with my distress tool, and that's adding that little bit more of an interest. And then you can see where I've cut down the edges to make sure that it fits and sits on the page, and I am carrying the colors right across. I do like a good plaid. I think plaid's a great color combination or a design element on a page, and this particular one from the All About Dad range is just perfect. I love it. The colors are just really summery and remind me of the ocean, and even though the photos that I'm showing on this don't show ocean photos, they were actually taken at Kiama at the blowhole, so it is indicative of the area of the photos. So I've just added in some splatters there using weathered wood, and now I'm going to map my photos. Now they are very similar, these photos, and one I printed out as a 4x4 and one I've printed out as a 5 and by 3.5. Now I am overlapping the photos because the first photo doesn't show Ivy very well. That's my daughter's dog. And then the second photo doesn't show my husband very well. That's her dad. And so I'm just making sure that everybody has a clean cut in the photos as well, and this design allows it to be done really easily and effectively. So I'm just soaking up a bit of that extra distress spray, so I'm not wasting it, and I put it onto a doily so I'll use on another page somewhere, because now it has the blue splatters on it. It will fit somewhere in the future on a page, and you will see it in a layout, no doubt. So I'm just prepping my note paper pad as per the sketch, and I'm just layering them in, and then I have my photos which I'm going to pop down onto the layout. Now I was contemplating popping that 4x4, but yep, I think it's a 4x4, yeah, but then I decided no, I won't. Now I have had to lift that and move it. That's the problem with printables. You need to be careful. You do take the colors off, but that's only minimal, and it's not going to be noticeable too much. Well, I do notice it, but it's not something I can't live with. I am putting up here to the top a little journaling square from the range, which I fussy cut. I have fussy cut out this strip here that says Best Dad, and I'm putting that across the notepad here as another feature or an anchor point for my star, which I'm going to add instead of the paper clip that's in the sketch. I'm using the star from the Printables, and that's allowing me to build a cluster point there onto this layout as well. So that's going to tag in there, and then I'm just going to layer up all of these little pieces that I've cut out. So I've got tickets, I've got banners and labels, I've got the little rosette that says Best Dad, and I'm just trying to mix and match my colors so that they're even across the layout as well. And that's really important, because if you don't do that, your eye will just roam to one spot, and I just want to match the blues and the yellows and the oranges and the reds so that the whole layout just comes together harmoniously. And that little tag there off the printable says Dad and Me, and it's a little stick figure drawing, and it's beautiful. Now I did go and get some foam letters, or 3-dimensional letters that say Time With, and I've added that to the fussy cut word Dad from the range as well. Now, as I said, Lisa has got this autumn bonanza happening. We are having prizes. There are lots of different sketches, and the creative team have been working very hard to build you creative layouts to springboard from. So go and check them out every day, because you don't want to miss out, and we do want you to join in and share with us your creativity, because we really do appreciate everything you guys create and share on the Facebook page for Lisa. Now, at the very end, I will have a code that is specifically for this particular month. It is one of our extra special events that we carry out every year, and you will get a 25% off discount code at the end. So please make sure that you stay through and get that at the very end. So I now have got all my clusters in place. I'm just finishing off with my Nuvo drops, as I said, and I'm putting them into the 3 points to create a horizontal or my vertical triangle. The triangle is a very fine line, but it is there, and you can see how this has come together quite easily. I did outline the edge of my layout, as you can see there, with a blue metallic pen, and that is to just finish off that layout. And I love how this has come together. The colors are perfect. They reflect the photos, and the photos really pop, yet those clusters are quite detailed with that fussy cutting that has come from that great range. Here's the sketch one more time. It is a fantastic sketch. Go and find it on the Facebook page. Here's my take on it. I really love how this turned out. I hope I've earned a thumbs up from you. I really do want you to come and join us, and I would love for you to share over on my Facebook page, Kathy Loves to Scrap, what you are creating using this sketch as well. I will have all the details down below for this amazing event. Don't forget to check it out. There is a code right at the very end for the event. It's Autumn 25. Make sure you use it on checkout, and you will get 25% off the ebooks. You'll get it off the stencils, and you'll get it off the printables. And trust me, there are so many different printables that you will be amazed. Stay creative. Check out the next video, and I'll see you there real soon.